It's 2021 and it's my first pickups of the year, but is 2021 going to be a better year? So 5 days into 2021 and yes, back into lockdown. Ugh. But never mind, you know, it is what it is at the moment. But first of all, I've got to say an absolute thank you to everyone that watched our Christmas special. It was so good being in the same room with Tony again. Bit of a trek to get there, so I had to park like 5 miles away in a little bit of rain to get to his house. And then when I left his house at 3 o'clock in the morning, it was torrential rain. And when I did finally get back to my car, which, you know, I had to park, say, gajillion miles away because of the jam-packed traffic and things weren't moving. And when I got back to the car, there's still nothing moving. All the cars were there, the people were just in their cars asleep. But lucky enough, I managed to park up in a corner where I could park off the road. And when I got back to the car at 3, quarter to 4 in the morning, I managed to get home, but I was soaked to the bone. Lucky enough, as you saw the gifts, and Tony kept all the models that he got me for Christmas because he was doing a little touch up on them. And well, now he has a lot longer to do whatever he wants to them because I have no idea when we're going to be allowed out again. But anyway, enough of that. Just have to say really thank you for watching the video. And it was brilliant doing it again this year, and all the gifts were amazing, the comments were amazing, and can't thank you guys enough. But yes, on to the first pickups of 2021. So it is January. I've got my cup of tea. I'm at home. Camera's closer, somewhere different. Still got a few Christmas decorations up. Taking them down soon. But do you want to know about my pickups? So yeah, kind of weird that I actually had no games. Me and Tony invited each other any games for Christmas this year, so that's a first. Obviously I bought him that game for his birthday, but it wasn't for Christmas. But yeah, so I started the year in the Microsoft sales. I got Monster Boy. I think they did it for about £12. Been wanting to get that game since it was released, and it's basically like a Wonder Boy style game. But £35 was a bit much for me. However, the sales over Christmas were fantastic, and I just had to buy it 12 quid and get around to playing it. I've got to play the remake of the Dragon's Trap first, so yeah, I'll get around to that. But on to some physical pickups, my physical pickups. This first one here, absolute surprise. I had no idea what this was. So birthday came, and it got a parcel turn up. I'm like, happy birthday, blah blah blah. Someone sent me a birthday present, and yeah, it was the bloke that I was buying all the Saturn stuff off. And we've been speaking loads. He's a top bloke. And he sent me a game I needed for my birthday free of charge. He sent me Street Fighter Real Battle on Film, the Japanese version, which, as we all know, is Street Fighter the movie. Now, personally, I don't know if there's any differences between the English and Japanese version, but I do. I'm so close to my long-term goal of getting all the shooters and fighters released in Japan that I never buy stuff like Tempo, and that was, I like them, just way too expensive. But yeah, this was a fun game, completely different from the arcade game. This is just kind of basically like Super Turbo with the characters from the film, but nevertheless, it was a birthday present, and wow, thank you very much, dude. We call you N because you know who you are. Thank you very much. Camera's closer. So before lockdown, there was lots of bundles going about. Local people just clearing out before Christmas. I purchased lots of bundles like DS games and just carts only, but none of those were like pickups for me. They were just basically trade bait for when the shops are open again. I can go in there and trade all that in and trade it in for whatever games I want. However, one thing I will say is, whilst we're in lockdown, don't forget to hit up places like Level Up Games in Canterbury and Focusing Gaming. I mean, if they're still open, my God, M&M Games. I can't remember. Play Nation. Play Nation. Just Facebook them. They are open, and I think they can do the click and collect service. I'm not 100% sure, but hit them up and see if they can help out, because they're good guys, and we're in lockdown again, and we do all need as much support as we can get. So yeah. So one of the bundles I bought a bundle of 8 PS4 games, and there's only one PS4 game in it I wanted. And it was ridiculous. I paid £20 for the bundle, and so yeah, I took the one I wanted and sold the rest, and yeah, it was nice. The game I wanted, which I wasn't too fussed of getting, but Tony had been speaking about it a lot lately, so I was kind of intrigued to actually give it a go myself. Mind you, I need to get a PlayStation 5 first because I told them PS4. So in March, if they ever come down and whatever get on it. That is Days Gone. So yeah, zombie film with dude on a motorbike, and Tony says it plays good. It's a good game, but you just don't. The main character is just dumbass, numbskull, just irritating. All the bad bits of Nathan Drake and a few other bits. But yeah, look forward to playing it. I do like the zombie games. And when I actually had a PS4, Troy kept bugging me to borrow it. And I just kept saying, well, you buy Days Gone, and you can borrow it. But I've got the game, no, I don't have the console. And as I said in the Christmas video, if you watch the Christmas video, I bought Ninja Saviors for myself as well. What I got for Tony's birthday present months ago. And, well, you know, once I knew it, I was like, yeah, I've got to have that. So I got a copy for myself. And yeah, I loved this back in the day. And I knew it was out on the Switch. And so I looked around and I saw it was actually physical release on the PlayStation 4. So it was perfect. So I was looking for Tony's birthday present. That was perfect. It was one of those presents that were so perfect, kind of like, yeah, that does look good. I'll get myself it as well. So I did. So yeah, I did get it. It's really weird seeing the name Taito and stuff now because they ain't around much. But yes, Ninja Saviors. The next game I got was in the short time we weren't in lockdown. I purchased a game that I should have owned years ago. I have played this game for like 5 minutes, and it's like, yes, I will play it in the future, but I didn't own it. But I do now. That is from the developers of Spider-Man on PlayStation, Sunset Overdrive. Yeah, this game is absolutely freaking awesome. I've been looking forward to getting this game for quite a while, and yeah, really chuffed about it. I mean, I know they did DLC and all that sort of stuff, and it's kind of like your future, I should say, Jet Set Radio. I mean, I did get into it about, say, a few minutes, and I started really liking it, but it got a bit dull. Yeah, the case I had for this was actually smashed to pieces. I asked them to swap it, and I swapped it for a FIFA one. Look, you could tell it's got the FIFA sticker on it. But yes, this is, you know, what Insomniac did with this game is absolutely fantastic, and it's a shame it never caught on as much as it should do. But I'm glad to see they're being like worked like crazy on everything PlayStation 5, and you know, Miles Morales and Ratchet and Clank and all that, and yeah, good to see, and good to finally have that. And one of my goals is to, I want to own like all the Star Wars games I've played and I've kind of enjoyed. This is one of the ones that you just don't see very, very often on Xbox 360, but I saw it. It was £5, which wasn't too bad, so I picked it up. And that's Star Wars: The Clone Wars Republic Heroes. Right, so this is actually a tie-in, standalone. No, it's not standalone. It's a story actually created for the game, but it ties in with the TV series. And in this game, you get to play as Anakin, Obi-Wan in certain sections, which is very reminiscent of Episode 3 from the original Xbox, but of course Clone Wars graphics and styles. And you've also got sections where you play as the Clone Troopers. Now I just imagine they're from the back perspective, but it's kind of like Smash Brothers the way they play. But yeah, I have played through this. I played through this when it came out years and years ago. What can I say? Well, the first thing is everything about this game is just tap X or tap A to jump. Really simple. It's just so underwhelming. Your force powers are basically slightly push and slightly pull, and that is it. As a Jedi, you're going to be picking things up and throwing them, you know, Star Wars Force Unleashed style. But no. So you go into the unimaginative levels. You do the easiest platform on the planet, which also has some of the most irritating bugs. And I mean, it's not a very big game, played for 4 hours, but the most irritating thing about this game is everything you do, Yoda makes a comment. And comments annoy you lots, he must, he will. Oh. But if you like Star Wars games, I mean, a saving grace for this game is actually co-op, because it's not too bad in co-op. But, yeah, only £5 and not Breath and Sea, so I'm happy with just paying £5 for that. And I do like my co-op games. And the last game is 3. Now these games, if you watch the last video, you see I was doing a deal with, doing a bundle deal with Reggie. Cases, never mind. And this basically was the last part of the bundle deal that he sent me. Now what I loved is, I only asked for 2 of these games, the bottom one he sent me for free. But yeah, so let's stop talking and get on with it. So the first one is, okay, it's Capcom The Great Circus Mystery starring Mickey and Minnie Mouse. And Reggie said, first of all, the only thing you're not going to like is that this one doesn't have any instructions. I've wanted to play this one for like the longest time ever because it reminds me of the Magical Quest games. We never got this. We never got this in the UK, especially on the Genesis. I'm not sure. The SNES version came out. One thing I know is that the SNES version and the Genesis version of this game are actually really, really similar, unlike certain other games. And yeah, I'd be intrigued to give it a go. It's got 1 or 2 players, which is cool. So once again, I can say the same thing I said last year, when someone's actually allowed round again. Or I could get my kids to pick up the second pad. We can actually play some Circus Mystery. Yeah, I imagine it's just like, say, Fantasia, you know, Magical Quest style game. And this one I definitely answer for, because I always wanted to play it. And okay, well, I played it on emulator, and it's fucking fantastic. That is Glade Lancer. Now, from what I'm aware, this and this bottom one are repro. They're repro carts. I do believe Reggie says, where's their repos? All the Japanese bits have been replaced in English. This one, no instructions. Now, this one got a re-release last year, I think it was. But yeah, fantastic game. I see this game as let me see. I've got it on the Wii Virtual Console, and it's basically like if you're going to introduce someone to shooters, side-scrolling shooters, horizontal shooters. Sorry, a nice easy game to like get people into shooters. This is the one. Came out in 1992 in Japan only, and it's not really that challenging. The last level can be a bit difficult, but it's a great fun game to have, and crazy expensive if you're going to purchase an original one. And I want to enjoy the game on Mega Drive. I'm going to pay the price of a second-hand car for a game, and so yeah, I was looking forward to playing this, and I'll go for it again. Quite chuffed. And the one he sent me for free, which I knew kind of like absolutely nothing about, but it was really cool, and that is Twinkle Tail. For some reason these were both released in 1992, so and yeah, I had no idea what this was. They sent this to me free of charge. This one has a manual, and yeah, so basically, how's the best way for me to explain this? It's like, you know the game like Commando and Merc, sort of top-down view. It's like that, and as you go along, you've got 3 different weapons to choose from: a bow, like a homing rocket and stuff. But the biggest problem I found with this game is when you die, you lose all your upgrades. Don't play it anymore. Start again. It's one of them games, you know, like a shmup sort of game. You know, yeah. It seems fun enough, and I'll definitely play it some more. But it's pretty cool the way, I mean, it only came out in Japan, but of course this is the American repo version. It's pretty cool the way it's going into so much detail. I've actually put an English on the back. I just imagine these are both from the same time. I think Reggie said he paid $30 each for them when they came out. But yeah, so that is my pickups, and big shout out to Reggie for the games and the freebie, to my friend N for the birthday present, which I so wasn't expecting. He completely blew me away with this Street Fighter the movie, Street Fighter Real Battle on Film, sorry. And yeah, I think everyone else came from CEX and bundles. And also a massive shout out to my friend Joe for the awesome Xbox Christmas jumper. Thank you. At the moment, I'm actually at long last playing through Witcher 3 and loving it. It's taken me a while to get into, and tend to be doing more of the side, secondary missions than the main missions, but I'm getting into it slowly. I love Witcher 2. I want to play some Witcher 3, so yeah, I'm really into Witcher 3 yet. Decided not to get the expansion packs or anything, so I'm just going to play through the main game first, finish that, and then get the expansions afterwards to experience them. But yeah, do you have any particular goals you want to get for 2021, gaming-wise, of course? What have you guys been playing, and what have you been up to over Christmas? And did you have a good Christmas, happy holidays, and a good New Year? Because it's not started a good New Year, as we know. We've now just hit at least 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks of lockdown. So yeah. But anyway, guys, enough of my talking too much. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.